the Hilton DoubleTree in Cranberry, Pennsylvania for PulpFest, a festival of all things pulp literature. Doc Savage, The Shadow, only the Shadow knows. Let's go see what the Shadow knows in Pennsylvania.
Tell us who you are, buddy.
I'm Jake from the channel PulpMortem. How's it going?
Going okay, Jake. I'm Rock Savage. It's my wife, Roxy.
And I'm from the Cemetery Sisters, and we're asking the question, what's the last book you read?
The last book I read was Jason and the Astronauts.
And the Astronauts?
Jason and the Astronauts.
And what drew you to it?
A stupid cover that looked hilarious, and I DNF'd it because it was completely unreadable.
Oh no!
But I was trapped on a plane, so that's the only reason why I got 2/3 of the way through it, and I was like, this sucks. I'm glad I'm going to PulpFest where I can get some good books.
Okay, well, great.
Well,
Glad to meet you in person then,
nice
Jake.
to meet you.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm Hunter Lyon. I'm here hawking my debut novel, Attack of the Specter. It's a Cold War commando pulp story. Picture this, Brooklyn, 1953. The Soviet GRU are moving arms, armor, ordnance, and materiel and cadres through Red Hook and Gowanus, Brooklyn. One veteran of the Second World War in Korea puts on a mask and answers them in lead. The Specter. All in all, it's a two-fisted, vicious story that finally gives its flowers to the engineer regiment, the combat engineer, and is a bit of a love letter to a New York that is a place that is bygone.
Great. I love your description of that. It has a lot of dynamic greatness.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, very good. I look forward to your book. I'm going to borrow it from my wife.
Well, outstanding.
I may have to read it before she does now.
Yeah, by all means.
When I
Go
saw
ahead.
that, I was like, well, wait a minute, yeah.
Well, it's a snappy read. Each individual chapter is short, and the reasoning for that, in my mind, is this. When do most people do all their pleasure reading? Usually at night, in bed. If you're enjoying a book, you might go, okay, one more chapter, then I'll go to bed. Right? But sometimes you get bushwhacked by like a 30-page chapter. All of a sudden you're going to bed way too late. You wake up the next morning feeling terrible. Whether you know it or not, you resent that book for what it's done to you. I don't give you that opportunity. If you resent my book, it's because it sucks.
Well, I doubt that that's going to happen. But anyway, we're asking everybody here because, back when I was growing up, a teenager in the 70s, and my parents went to their parties, the conversation started was, everybody would say, what's the last book you read? And my wife said, hey, you should ask that question at PulpFest, because that's probably where you're going to get most of the readers, of course. So what was the last book you read?
Thinking about it, currently I would say that the last book that I just read was called Fire in the Tall Grass. And there's a booth right over there, a couple of gentlemen over from Veritas Entertainment. They put together a terrific series, and one of the things for me is I love seeing the other young guys who are getting their teeth in the fight, who are writing new pulps, new men's adventure, because one of the beautiful things that I'm seeing, and I would say that I reflect the pattern as well, is these fit, young, aggressive guys who are living what they write. I wrote The Specter because I'm a boxer, I'm a combat engineer, and I wanted to see a story that was what I wanted to read, and I'm seeing the exact same thing from those guys.
Well, that is terrific. Well, we're glad you're in the fight because we do need more men's adventure books to go to some of these bookstores. And they got some of the most weak and pathetic writing going on there in publishing these days. So I think the pulp writers, and they're the hope of the future, right?
I think I'd have to agree with that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Fight the enemy.
Absolutely. Take care.
I'm Wyatt Doyle.
Okay, Wyatt, could you tell us what was the last book you read?
All right, this is going to sound very pretentious, but it's actually true. The last book I read was The Odyssey. It was ahead of the well ahead of the movie coming out is what piqued my interest in it. And I'd never read it start to finish before, and this was a really good translation, and I dug it. But now I'm not that excited to see the movie, to be honest.
I don't think anybody's excited to see that movie.
I'd see it on IMAX, though. Apparently it's really spectacular on IMAX, but I think they said that the IMAX theaters have all been sold out with pre-sales for months on it, so who knows when it'll even be available for the general public to see.
Okay, well, thanks, Wyatt. I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bill Maynard. I'm the author of the new Fu Manchu novels, authorized by the Saxe-Romer estate.
Oh, that's very nice. So these are all brand new ones.
Yep.
That is great. I always thought they should bring back Fu Manchu.
And last book I've read, I read fiction and nonfiction at the same time. So nonfiction, it's Touched by the Presence by Gary Lockman from Blondie. And most recent fiction is The Forgotten President by Guy Boothby.
Okay, great. Well, thank you, Bill. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And I think it's cool that you're bringing back Fu Manchu.
Thank you very much, Rock.
So that is terrific. And we'll be back shortly, but we really want to find out what was the last book you read. So that's great, because I don't think enough people ask that question anymore.
That's very true. Too many people don't read anymore.
And they should. Well, maybe if they came to PulpFest, they would see, hey, I should start reading again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Bill.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Have a great show.
I'm Wayne Carey. I write new pulp stories, mysteries, adventures, science fiction, a little bit of everything. And let's see, the last, if you wanted to know the last
book you read.
book I read would be, I believe it was The Hand of Dr. Fu Manchu.
Oh, that sounds great. That is really cool. Well, let me tell you, Wayne, it looks like I love the covers here.
Thank you.
And I'm sure they're really cool because, this is the covers are very pulpy. Yeah. Well, I wish you luck. Okay,
Thank you.
And we'll be back here shortly. So
Nice talking with you.
and
Making
well,
our
nice
first
talking
pass.
to you. Yeah. So you take care and good luck.
You too, thank you.
Rock Savage here, and I am going to make a purchase here. I'm getting the last one of these. Of course, you know I'm not a private eye. I play one in the movies. This is the private eye issue of Minutes Adventures Quarantine, and I'm going to get it right now before someone else gets it. If not, I won't be able to get it unless I get it online. I want to take it home right now. So I'm going to get this bad boy. Right over here. Let me pay this gentleman. We'll ask him what was the last book he read. Hey, how you doing? I wanted to get this. See, this is the last one. Oh,
Okay. That'll be 25.
I was going to get it on my second pass back, but I saw that was the last one. I said, oh,
I think I may have a couple in the box down here, but I'm not sure. They are going fast, along with number 13 there, and I'm almost out of number 14. Fatal Femmes.
oh, Fatal Femmes. Oh, I called it Femme Fatale.
Either way.
I did something last year, but we're asking somebody, but back in the day, we asked that gentleman over there and the other gentleman there, when we were, here we go. Big question around was always, what was the last book you read? And they don't ask that anymore. And so we decided the best place to ask that question was here at PulpFest.
All right.
Because we figure everybody's got a last book they read here. So what was the last book you read?
Book I read is the biography or autobiography of Mr. Friedman, the exploitation filmmaker.
Of who? Which
Dave Friedman.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, your bud.
Yes, I knew Dave Friedman.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's on my nightstand at home.
It's at Youth in Babylon?
Yeah.
Yes, I have that.
Absolutely it.
He autographed it for me, yes. We used to hang out together at Chiller Theater.
Yeah, okay.
And I got to meet Herschel Gordon Lewis, too.
All right. Yeah, I met Herschel. I almost did a movie with him.
Oh, man. Yes. It's a shame he's gone. Both of them are gone now. That's sad.
We were developing a movie called The Gore Gourmet.
Oh, wow. Oh.
So
I got to be in a movie with him, Chainsaw Sally.
okay.
He made a cameo and I did too. Yeah, because I make B movies, but I'm not nowhere near as famous as he is. So he was my idol.
Are any of us as famous as he is, or infamous, or however you want to put it?
I think famous is a good word.
Okay.
Oh, I think both fit.
Yeah, but I ran into him 3 times, and then the third time, like I said, I was in Chainsaw Sally with him. We both made a cameo.
Okay.
So he was playing Mr. Lewis, and he would sell. He had a hardware store where suspicious people would buy really weird things. Like they seemed like they were serial killers or stuff like that. And I was a suspicious person that bought a machete from him.
Okay.
So,
Goodness me.
it was pretty
Small
cool.
world.
Yes, it is. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You take care. Hey, gentlemen, how you doing?
Good.
I was going to ask you something because for the YouTube channel, we're doing a bit where we're asking people because back in the 70s when people had parties, they used to ask, "Hey, what's the last book you read?" And I think that's a question that's not asked enough nowadays.
Okay.
So, what is the last book you read, sir?
What did I have to think about what I just finished. Oh, that's terrible. I'm reading a whole bunch of underwater science fiction now, vintage, submarine stories. Oh, I know what it was. It was Frank Herbert's Dragon in the Sea.
Which was it again?
Frank Herbert's Dragon in the Sea.
Oh, right. Cool.
Yeah, about a submarine crew in the 21st century, which was written in the 50s, would have been. They're on a mission, and all the tense stuff about being in a submarine. So that was fun.
And what was the last book you read?
The title was No Game for a Dame by a writer named M. Ruth Myers. It's the first book in a series of books about a 1930s private investigator named Maggie Sullivan, which is kind of unusual. A female private eye during the 1930s is pretty unusual. Well written. It has that sharp, punchy noir style to it. I really enjoyed it. I'm probably going to investigate more of that series. I think she's got about 6 or 8 books in the series.
Okay, that's great. Gentlemen, why don't you tell us about what you're selling at your table?
Oh, okay. So we're 2 different publishing houses. We're Flinch Books and Becky Books.
Okay.
And for Flinch Books, we do all fiction. And what we're doing is keeping the pulp tradition alive in all of our stories and our characters. We do a lot of anthologies with other writers, a lot of different themes, but we also have signature characters. John has the Midnight Guardian, a pulpy masked character in the 1930s, and then I have an occult detective named Sergeant Janus, who operates as a ghost hunter in the 1920s.
Oh, that sounds excellent.
We also do a series of anthologies. Our newest one will be out later probably in the fall. Freeform Flinch. featuring 10 stories by a variety of writers, including myself, including Jim.
Oh, that's terrific.
Thank you.
Okay, great, gentlemen. Well, I'll be seeing you, making the rounds first. I just thought it was, you know, a lot of people don't ask that question anymore. What the last book you read, you know? So that's
Have you been to this show before?
Yes.
All right. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed
Oh
this.
yeah, I've been going here for quite a few years now.
Okay. That's
Oh yeah,
right.
I'll be here next year too if I'm still alive.
Okay.
And thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate it.
What's your name?
Oh, I'm Rock
okay.
Savage.
Nice to meet you. Jim Beard.
I'm John. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, I have a YouTube channel, and I used to make B movies. My wife wants my attention. What is that, sweetie?
I have been looking for this forever. When I was in junior high,
Okay.
on
Sorry.
A&E before school,
Right.
there was this little-known British mystery series about, I believe it was a cricket player, where it was invited to high-class parties and then would break in and rob them blind.
Okay, so that's so you found the book on it. How much is that book?
His $4.
Okay.
His name was A.J. Raffles, the amateur cracksman.
Okay, I know who that is. That's actually, I believe, isn't Raffles French? Isn't
No, he was English.
Oh, English. Okay, all right.
And the guy that wrote this book was Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's brother-in-law. He stole the name Raffles from his brother-in-law.
Okay, I'm thinking of Lupin. Lupin is the French thief. Okay.
No, the name Raffles was actually used in a little-known Arthur Conan Doyle book about an alchemist.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yes. Well, you should pay for the book. Huh?
I am.
Okay.
But yes, I am excited. I found this.
All right.
I cannot believe I found this.
Well, there you go. You're what you sell and
Hi, I'm Bob McGeaney. I'm a paperback specialist and enjoy Edgar Rice Burroughs. And the last book I read was The Deputy Sheriff of Comanche County.
cool. So it's a mystery novel.
It's a Western, and Burroughs didn't write many Westerns, but it's just kind of was a change, and it had been years since I'd read it, and I just wanted to sit and have a good, fun read. So before I came to PulpFest, that was my read that I put out, and I've been trying to read since I've been here, and been not very successful because I'm too tired by night.
Well, nice collection of books you got.
Thank you.
You know, I just got a whole mess of the Laser books and a Captain Future book I didn't have. So, and I thank you for that, sir.
Well, thank you very much. You have a good day.
And you too. And thanks for helping us out there on.
Okay. Well, it's that time again. The hall. Well, I guess we will start at the man from Uncle. I got a couple of new.
What do you have there? What's the name of that one?
I was getting there, jackass. Got a couple of new Men from Uncles. The Invisibility Affair. and the Dagger Affair. Rock has a ton of them, so I had to consult his little black book to make sure that we weren't doubling up. I also got...
Oh, you also have one that says the
yes, the
ABCs
ABCs
of espionage.
The ABC of espionage as well. So, another one I got a couple of multiples of is the Avengers. The laugh was on Lazarus.
Okay.
And this one got me. I love this title. Heil Harris.
Okay.
These ones are Buck Rogers. This one is Armageddon off Vesta. And this one is called the Martian Wars Trilogy, Book 1, Rebellion 2456, sorry. I cannot read. Oh, and this one, the Armageddon off Vesta, was Book 3 of that series. So, they didn't have Book 2 for some reason. And then this one was Buck Rogers number 2, That Man on Beta. So this was Book 2 of the Buck Rogers. So. And this one was actually a Western. And I actually loved these movies when I was a kid. There was Support Your Local Gunfighter, and then, of course, Support Your Local Sheriff was the sequel. And this is based on the screenplay. When I was growing up, this was one of my favorite TV series. So, I had to get a Get Smart book. You never quite know what you're going to find at these. And I found this one is The $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman. I do believe this is a biography.
Oops. I'm getting too excited.
And then this one is Kung Fu, which I loved this series growing up. I actually own the entire series on DVD. So. And then there was a gentleman who was in cosplay going around. He had a table. Turns out he is a new author and has his books on Amazon, as well as had a table at the convention. And he is writing new Specter, wrote a new Specter book. So I decided I would give it a shot. So, supporting a new author. So if you get a chance, it's called Attack of the Specter. And it's a new pulp adventure by Hunter Lyon. Brooklyn, 1953. Gangsters, predators, and Soviet spies rule the shadows. One veteran dons a mask and answers in lead. The Specter.
Busy though last time.
And then there was one book that made the whole day worthwhile. And I only paid $4 for it. And it was my first buy.
Why don't you tell us what it is, hey, honey?
It was E.W. Hornig's The Amateur Cracksman. The Early Adventures of A.J. Raffles, the Gentleman's Thief. I love these books. I have been wanting to find these books for so long. Since I was in junior high, to be specific. They were damn near impossible. So to actually find it in the wild in pretty much excellent, and I'm talking excellent condition for $4, oh yes, the trip was just made entirely worth it.
Okay. Okay, Roxy. Now it's my turn to show you the Great Hall. Before we start, let's look at this. We both got this wonderful program called the PulpSter. They publish one every year when they have PulpFest. It's got lots of great articles about authors. Right here, we're celebrating 100 years of pulp. So what can be better than that? But they put something special in it this time. And it's a little newspaper. I think this is going to be a collectible too. And I believe it has a science fiction story, Beachheads of Space. And it's even got comics. And yeah, there's the story. There it is. So that's real impressive, and you get that for free when you get your pulp. Come to PulpFest, and I think it's going to be a regular thing because it's his first issue. All right, let's start with some of the new authors. As Roxy already told you about the new author who wrote the Specter, and that had a lot of dynamic greatness. I want to show you some more dynamic greatness. Wayne Carley has a tough private eye that lives in Hong Kong back in the 30s called Johnny Falco. And this one is the gold Buddha. He's trying to find a gold Buddha that some thieves took. So yeah, this is typical hard-boiled private eye stuff. And I said, yeah, I definitely, right up my alley. So it's a new author. This is great, William Patrick Maynard. He is authorized by the Saxe-Rohmer estate to publish new Fu Manchu books, and this is one of them, The Terror of Fu Manchu. And yes, I know that's gonna, a lot of sensitive people aren't gonna like the fact that there are new Fu Manchu's movies in the 21st century. To that I say, too bad. Great art and literature does not care about your feelings. So that. Now, we have Men's Adventure Quarterly. They always put out good stuff. The last time they put out the UFO issue, this is one I was very much looking forward to. The Private Eye issue, with lots of great stories. Let's look at the inside here. See, got a lot of Private Eye stuff in here. See? Good Lord, now I'm trying to show you the illustrations, and now they're showing up. Oh, they got a special, a short Honey West story that hasn't been seen in years. Lots of great Private Eye stuff. There you go. Lots of great. This is private eye issue. Lots of great stuff, great illustrations. I highly recommend MAQ. Check out their website. Men's Adventure Quarterly. You can get back issues of this stuff. Good stuff. Okay, we're going to go into some pulpy science fiction now. I heard a lot about this series. It's a quick, fast read, and it's lots of fun. And this is from a company called Laser Books that came out, and they published a lot of books before they left. I think they had a 4-year run. But here's some of the covers. This one is called this was a special edition. I can't find it in the current listing. It's one they sent out for free, so to convince supermarkets and retailers to sell it. This one here, here's another one. Notice the artwork on the covers I love. They're by Kelly Freas, who is a well-known science fiction illustrator. Really love the covers. And like I said, they're fun. They're blood and thunder, basically. It's action adventure with a sci-fi setting. And what could be better? They're not pretentious at all. They're very entertaining. And so they come highly recommended. As a matter of fact, they were recommended, I believe, by the gentleman you saw that we interviewed, Jake from PulpMortem, which I wanted to give him a shout out. Oh, I'm going to protect my paperbacks in this. Roxy, your cat better not have peed on my books while we were away. So hopefully this will keep them. Actually, this is to protect them from. You should protect them anyway. I'm being silly to annoy my wife, but yeah, you should always protect your paperback books. See, this one has one. This is from John Norman, the Gore books. They have lots of great sex and violence in a fantasy setting, so I highly recommend them. Because why the hell not?
Do not insult the singing sultan.
Oh yes, well, the singing sultan better have behaved himself while they were away. Anyway, Captain Future's Challenge by Edmund Hamilton, who's a great sci-fi author, also does sci-fi adventure, I would call this. And I have 2 Captain Future books. This is my 3rd one now. I've never disappointed by those books. Edmund Hamilton also was the editor of Superman during the 70s and was responsible for destroying kryptonite because he thought the writers was using that too much as a crutch. That made it really hard to write Superman because you need to have some weakness. Of course, his weakness was magic, and that made it tougher. But, he had to put the challenge because they kept falling back on kryptonite almost every issue. So he said, okay, I'm destroying all the kryptonite on Earth. And there's a big issue with Superman busting out of kryptonite chains. It says kryptonite nevermore. They did bring it back in '79, just in time for the movie. All right, and now the only movie haul of the day, and I got this is thanks to Roxy. Roxy found a guy with DVDs, and I said, well, I'm mostly here to buy pulps, and a lot of the DVDs he had, I had, except for this, The Crawling Eye. I was looking for this movie because I heard a lot of good stuff about it, and Forrest Tucker from F Troop is in it and plays the hero. I said, okay, this gentleman has it, I'm getting it. So I ended up getting this. And very happy haul. And we had a great time, met some interesting people, met some new authors, and we wish them well, and hopefully they'll sell lots of books. Because you go to your average bookstore and there's a lot of crap there because the mainstream publishers, let's be honest, they suck. So if you want to find these great authors, find them online. I gave you their names. I'm sure they all got some websites here. Let's see this. What's the name of this book? Black Coat Press Book. www.blackcoatpress.com for the Fu Manchu one. What about this bad boy here? This is for Bold Venture Press that specializes in old pulp reprints and modern pulp. So really, guys, you've gotta check these out and get these authors your support, because that way we want to encourage young guys to read. But if they don't have anything good to read, they're not going to read. So we got to, push this, okay? All right. Well, that's our coverage for PulpFest 2026. We had a groovy time. How about you, Roxy?
As always, loved it.
Yep, so now we're going to take a break and probably get something to eat. And I'll see you on the next video. Catch you later.